Shooting, as we've seen, sparked violent clashes between protesters and police. That led to criticisms about the heavy military-grade equipment brought in to control the crowds. The news in Missouri has local law enforcement agencies here in the capital region watching closely. You've seen the video. Startling images you wouldn't believe are coming from America's heartland.
Is this war? Is this World War III?
Massive protests quelled by police decked out in armored vehicles and combat gear.
You are unlawfully assembled. You need to get out of the roadway.
The scene made headlines and even caught the attention of the commander-in-chief.
I think it's probably useful for us to review how the funding has gone.
The president is taking a close look at the face of policing here at home, namely Defense Department programs giving military equipment to local law enforcement agencies.
There is a big difference between our military and our local law enforcement, and we don't want those lines blurred.
Last year, nearly $500 million in gear and weapons were given to police across the country, including deputies in Albany County. This is an MRAP, a mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicle given by the Department of Defense to the Albany County Sheriff's Office. It's gigantic, well-armored, and hard to get into, but law enforcement officers tell us this vehicle has already saved lives.
We've been involved in it for years. We've received vehicles, pickup trucks, whatever the case may be.
Sheriff Craig Apple tells me the MRAP, used once so far, helped end a standoff in Knox earlier this year.
We're not going to use this thing as on patrol and go out and cruise around the streets and, and serve warrants on it. It's a restricted use vehicle regarding, depending on the situation. And quite honestly, there's only one person that authorizes it to go out, and that's me.
The program, Apple agrees, should be strictly monitored, but he hopes the president knows just how valuable these tools are.
He really needs to talk to the locals that are using this equipment before he just rushes to judgment on the federal level and ends the program. And I would hate to see one incident down in Missouri have a ripple effect throughout the country.
Now, a number of counties in our area have benefited from the DoD deal. Sheriff Apple tells me the Department of Defense still owns all of the equipment transferred as part of the program. That means, he says, they could take it away if the president gives the order.